What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Let's Get It Gaming Daily News with your boy JoJo. We have 5 stories on the list, 2 of which are honorable mentions. So let's jump into story number 1. A new Alien video game is coming this year. Game developers Cerberus and 20th Century Games have announced new Alien Rogue Incursion, an action horror VR game due out this holiday. The game is coming to PlayStation VR 2, Meta Quest 3, and PC VR on Steam. The game tells an original story that focuses on an ultimate mission that has players try to survive as xenomorphs come after them. Servios, chief producer office TQ Jefferson, said the game features kinetic action and heart-pounding exploration. Jefferson added that it aims to truly make your skin crawl. Servios has developed a number of other licensed VR games, including Creed, Rise of Glory, Westworld Awakening, and The Walking Dead Onslaught. Cerberus and 20th Century announced their partnership back in 2022. Also coming in 2024 is the next Alien movie, Alien Romulus, and it looks extremely scary. So yeah, that's cool. I always love a good VR game if it's good, if it's quality, if it's fun. What do you think, Freeloading Pup? Perfect. I'm glad you're here for it. All right, let's jump into story number 2. Microsoft CEO comments on Xbox games coming to PlayStation. Satya Nadella points out how Xbox game recently had a moment on the PlayStation Store sales charts. This comes from GameSpot's Eddie Makach. In the bid to make more money and expand Xbox's reach, Microsoft is bringing more games to PlayStation and Nintendo Switch, and this is part of a wider strategy. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella addresses this during the company's latest earnings briefing, saying Microsoft is committed to meeting players where they are. Microsoft will do this by bringing great games to more people on more devices, that executive said, as reported to VGC. He also mentioned how earlier in April, Xbox has 7 games in the top 25 on the PlayStation Store, which was more than any other publisher, including Sony. He's likely referring to the report from Tweaktown that showed titles like Modern Warfare 3, Overwatch 2, Sea of Thieves, Fallout 4, Minecraft, Fallout 76, and Grounded within the top seller list of the PlayStation Store. Titles from Activision Blizzard are now Xbox games after Microsoft bought the company and its franchise in 2023 for $74.5 billion. The acquisition of Activision Blizzard has led to a massive surge in revenue for Xbox and buying studios as part of Microsoft's bid for growth. Microsoft is now removing Activision Blizzard games from the PlayStation Store to make them exclusive to Xbox. Prior to the Activision Blizzard buyout, Microsoft was already one of the biggest publishers on PlayStation and Nintendo thanks to Minecraft. Microsoft's latest Xbox release on PlayStation is the pirate game Sea of Thieves, which launched on April 25th in early access for Sony's console. In addition to bringing more games to the rival console platforms, Microsoft is invested in cloud gaming and now has a much bigger footprint on mobile thanks to Candy Crush looking further out. Microsoft has planned to use AI to accelerate game development and more. So that's pretty cool. As I said in previous news stories, the more places you get to play games, the better. It's fun. I'm glad that games are doing well on PlayStation because obviously it's the top tier console, right? Don't you think, Freeloading Pup? Top tier console, right? PlayStation? Yeah, you're a big fan. He's a big PlayStation nerd. He's a big Sony pony, right, buddy? Sony pony? Yeah. All right, let's jump into story number 3. Ubisoft and Xbox are taking sellers of counterfeit Assassin's Creed Minecraft merch to court. Whoa. This comes from IGN's Rebecca Valentine. Ubisoft and Microsoft appear to be tag teaming a legal crackdown on people who tried to pass off fake versions of Minecraft and Assassin's Creed official merchandise as the real thing. In a complaint filed on April 19, 2023, in the Illinois Northern District Court, Ubisoft alleges a number of individuals, corporations, and other companies have been selling unlicensed and counterfeit Assassin's Creed merchandise via a number of different storefronts, including iOffer, Wish, Amazon, and the seller's own storefronts. Per the complaint, Ubisoft says these items are inferior limitations that nonetheless use design elements and Assassin's Creed trademarks to deceive consumers into thinking the merchandise is genuine. So, isn't that crazy, but it is not It's not cool if you spend a bunch of money on false merch and they are trying to sell it as real thing. It's fine if you're going to buy, in my opinion, it's fine if you're going to buy fake merch as long as it's if it's stated that it's not fake, it's a knockoff, or it's not the original thing, and it sells for a fair price that's not extraordinarily high, right? Don't you think? You agree, right? Freeloading pup. How do you thoughts? Nothing. You're not. You're very very quiet this daily news, huh? Yeah. Nothing. All right. Well, let's move on to our honorable mentions. I have 2 stories for y'all. If it loads. This Russo brothers don't see how Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man could return to the MCU. We closed that book. This comes from IGN's Isaiah Colbert. Earlier this month, Robert Downey Jr. expressed his interest in reprising his role as Iron Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, although the Oscar winner is game to suit back up as the billionaire playboy, philanthropist, Avengers Endgame director Joe and Anthony Russo, better known as the Russo brothers, aren't sure about the likelihood that Tony Stark could return to the MCU. Speaking to Games Radar at the Sands International Film Festival, the Russos voiced their confusion surrounding Downey's comments about potential return to the superhero franchise. Warning, spoiler. Oh yeah, so warning for spoiler Endgame below. Freeloading pups ready to leave. You don't want to hear the spoilers? I understand. You want to just come say hi? Yeah? So good boy. You're a good freeloader pup. Why don't you go back to your spot, Bubba? Come on, go. Go. We got a co-host back in his spot. Let's see, where was I? Okay. I do not know how they would do it, Anthony Russo told Games Radar. I don't know what the road to that would be. I mean, we closed the book, so it would be up to them to figure out how to reopen it, Joe Russo added. So, that's unfortunate. I mean, I would love to see Robert Downey Jr. return as Iron Man. He is one of my by far favorite Avenger, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, he was the coolest, and we only got him for a short amount of time. Well, really, it was a long amount of time. We have him for a solid 10 years, but felt like a short amount of time. With that being said, let's jump into story number 2. This is Deadpool and Wolverine doesn't require any Marvel homework, director says. This comes from IGN's Adele Anchor's Range. Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levy said people do not need to do any Marvel Cinematic Universe homework before watching the upcoming superhero movie. The latest trailer for Deadpool features plenty of action, a few familiar faces, and cleverly callback to the early Spider-Man films, but Levy has assured audiences that he has made Deadpool's third outing accessible to everyday cinema goers as much as hardcore MCU fans, meaning no prior research is required. I was a good student in school. I'll do my homework as an adult, but I am definitely not looking to do homework when I go to the movies, Levy told Associated Press. So, that's good news. If you guys want to see the Deadpool Wolverine without any context, I guess, that's good for you. But how many of you have actually not seen any Marvel Cinematic Universes in the past? Probably very few. But that is going to do it for this episode of your Let's Get It Gaming Daily News with your boy, Joe. We had some decent good stories on this little daily news update for the past weekend. But it wasn't anything too intense. If you want to see more of these daily news updates, hit that like, give me that subscribe, hit that little notification, when the next video comes out. Freeloading pup, I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you hanging out, and I appreciate you being a good little boy. Once again, thank you all for watching, and remember, I love you, I appreciate you, and I respect you. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!